Hello and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. Don't really need to introduce this one. It's of course the original Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Mega Drive. Oh, I just went into demo mode, didn't I? No, we don't want to go in there, do we? We want to start a game right off the bat. Right, yeah, so welcome to Sonic 1. So yeah, I just randomly decided, you know, I want to do a Let's Play of this game. Kind of thought about it for a bit. And I thought, yeah, do you know what? What's a fun, you know, small Let's Play I can do? And I thought, you know, Sonic 1. Played this a fair amount, and yeah, I thought it'd be a pretty interesting, different kind of Let's Play to do. Now, well, similarly, I'm currently doing Rayman 1, which is, well, another 2D platformer. But anyway, yeah, so, Sonic 1. So this is the first ever game I remember playing in my childhood. Like, I grew up on the Sega Mega Drive back in the day, and this is one of the earliest, you know, the earliest memories of video gaming for me. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Alright, got invincibility off the bat, and oh, doing really well for rings. But yeah, this came out on the Mega Drive in 1991, which is, the console was also called the Sega Genesis in America. I'm not sure why they went with the different regional names, but yeah, it's always been pretty interesting. Don't know if that's like a copyright thing. Alright, so just about to enter our first special stage. Now, interestingly, with Sonic 1, the special stages in this one, there's about 6 Chaos Emeralds you need to get. Oh, I nearly screwed that up. But the interesting thing about this is that Super Sonic wasn't really invented yet, because that only made its debut in Sonic 2. So getting all the emeralds in this game doesn't really change much apart from the final cutscene having a few more flowers, I think. But so I think really the point is to sort of like just do it for the challenge of it. Now, I wasn't really going to bother with the special stages much, but I thought, you know, I might just include it in this Let's Play. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the music in this game is really good as well. But yeah, Sonic 1, you can pretty much play it on anything these days. You can even get it on your smartphones. There's so many ports of this game, so you can literally just get it on anything, really. Right. So to enter a special stage, you need to get about 50 rings. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that, I just got interrupted with a phone call. Typical when I'm playing a Let's Play. Well, making a Let's Play, rather. So yeah, you need about 50 rings, and be able to reach the final stage with those 50 rings. Now, I kind of want to try and get the rings up there, but I can't exactly remember how you do that. Kind of wasting an invincibility here. I don't know if there's an easy way to do that. Oh, and another thing with Sonic 1, you can't spin dash. Spin dash is also a thing that was introduced in Sonic 2. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how you get up there. I think you might need to get the speed shoes maybe earlier in the level, but yeah. Alright. So, yeah. Each zone has 3 acts with a boss at the end of Act 3. There's our second special stage. Now, I don't actually quite mind the special stages in this one. Some of them do get a bit annoying, but nowhere near as bad as Sonic 2's special stages. I hated those ones. Yeah, I was never a fan of Sonic 2's special stages. That's why I never ever bother getting the emeralds. Usually I get Super Sonic when I do it via the level select thing, the cheat code. But because there was no saving back on the Mega Drive version, oh god, I'm just trying to... See, this is where it gets a bit annoying. It's like navigating this special stage can be a bit of a pain. And you can actually slow down this stage as well. If you see where it says up and down on those circles, you can slow it down, but they're so conveniently placed that you start bouncing about everywhere and you end up hitting them and making the special stage difficult. But there's our second one anyway, so we're doing pretty well right off the bat. What was I saying? Yeah, Sonic 2's... yeah, there was no saving, so anybody that managed to get those special stages done without saving, like, you must be that good at video games. Right. Invincibility right off the bat. But yeah, I don't think a save system was introduced until Sonic 3. Because I remember that having like a save level select thing. Whoa, that is a weird glitch. I've never seen that happen before, that's really bizarre. Oh, hello, what's this? See, usually I'll just speed through these levels, but now I'm just like finding out stuff. I want to get that extra life, there we go. Man, this was classic gaming, this really was. Like, an absolute classic, this game. That, Sonic 2 and Sonic 3. I'd say Sonic 3 and Knuckles is my favourite of all of them. Especially the one combined with Knuckles, because, yeah, for those who don't know, Sonic 3 had a... sort of like, they had to split it into two parts, with Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles being both separate, but Sonic 3 actually came with a lock-on cartridge where you get to combine both the games. And of course you get to play as Knuckles as well, which is pretty cool. And you can do that with Sonic 2. Right, so first boss. Bit of a crazy one. It comes in with like some wrecking ball thing, but... Now I remember as a kid, I used to struggle with this surprisingly. I always used to sort of hide under here because I was too scared to come out, but... Yeah, it was the good old days. So I grew up with the Mega Drive and the Nintendo 64. Talk about that in a bit. Let's concentrate on defeating Dr. Robotnik / Eggman. I think it was only just known as Robotnik in the old games. Right. So I believe it's like 8 hits to complete. Yeah, there we go. 8 hits. Right, so that's him done, and that's the Green Hill Zone clear. I think we did pretty well. But yeah, and this was back when I was like, what, 5 or... I was growing up, yeah. So I grew up on the Mega Drive and the N64. Ah, Marble Zone. Right, yeah, this zone's a bit... Yeah, not a lot of people are a fan of this one. Because there's a lot more slower paced than Green Hill Zone. Because there's a lot of more platforming sections and a lot of sort of like slow bits. And I always struggle to get 50 rings on this one. But I don't mind Marble Zone as much. It's Act 2 that I feel drags a little bit. But I can see the complaint whereby this zone does break the pace a bit. Yeah, not exactly a tricky zone, but I don't know. But I get through it okay, I don't mind it. But yeah, I do understand the complaint of it, but... Yeah, anyway, so... Yeah, I grew up with quite a few Mega Drive games, like Streets of Rage is one that I can think of. But yeah, I remember just... Yeah, playing on the Mega Drive N64 before school, and this was far back when I was like really, really, really young. But yeah, no, it was good times. Yeah, I remember growing up on Mario 64, Star Fox, Doom, and then we got the Mega Drive stuff. I grew up on Sonic, Streets of Rage. I had a few other weird games as well, like oh, what's that game where you sort of play as a little spaceship, but it's a really difficult game. You fight some pumpkin boss. I think. Oh shit! Alright, I lost my shield. I think it's called Fantasy Zone, I think, or Super Fantasy Zone. Might have to load that up. I played it on Switch Online some time ago. Yeah, what else? Yeah, a few other games as well, and I can't remember on top of my head, but there was one motorbike game, I think Road Rash 2. I remember playing that back in the day. I've always wanted to... I always struggled with it, and I've always wanted to get like the green or different colour bikes because I got sick of the red one. But yeah, Road Rash 2. Yeah, there's a lot of Mega Drive games that are quite, you know, they're third party but never really got re-released, which is a bit of a shame. Ah! Oh, I missed a special stage. Alright, that was my fault. That was my fault. I should have didn't really concentrate there. I was actually kind of looking at my Audacity recording as well. Yeah, again, I'm not really bothered about the special stages, but I kind of want to, you know, I'm a bit of a completionist sometimes, so, you know, I kind of want to get it done, but... Yeah, that was a bit annoying. I was right there and I missed it. Because I was looking at my laptop screen on my TV. Right, Act 2. So this one's a bit longer than the first one, where it's got sort of like two of these underground sections. Few annoying enemies, like that caterpillar enemy is a bit annoying. Because even when you roll, I still get damaged. But as long as I've got my shield here and I, you know, pace myself a bit, then yeah, it should be fine. No, I lost it already. Right. Oh, this bit. I used to struggle with this. Like, you get the lava that just follows you. Alright, so far so good. I'll be honest, oh shit. Okay, I lost some rings. Oh, right, so the original Sonic 1 has this weird bug where if you land on a spike, but then you sort of launch back and hit another spike, then that results in an automatic death, like you don't get invincibility frames. And that was patched in later versions, I believe. But yeah, we're playing the original, like proper original version, so yeah, that bug's still present, so I need to be a bit cautious about that. Now I'm kind of worried that I'm not going to be able to get 50 rings by the end of this. So that's something I got to be careful with. But yeah, I was thinking about doing the few games of the Sonic series. I'll definitely be playing Sonic 2 after this. But I just don't know how to get around the whole special stages thing, so I know for a fact that I'm going to struggle with that. Right, gonna need to lock in a little bit here, because I'm in a vulnerable position to lose rings here. And also, I've even got the Game Gear versions of this as well. Now, the Game Gear is also something I've kind of grew up with as well, but I've more borrowed it from my uncle who actually owned it. And I remember playing the Game Gear version of Sonic 2 on there. So, and Sonic 2 Game Gear, that game is hard as anything, because the screen crunch, because Game Gear suffered from having very little room on the screen, so you can't really see much ahead of you, and Sonic 2 kind of, the Game Gear version of Sonic 2, sorry, kind of is super difficult because of that. Oh nice, we've got invincibility, so that might actually save us. Could redeem ourselves by getting a special stage, hopefully. Yeah, I can't stand these things because they're so super slow to wait for them. But you gotta be careful here because you can get crushed. Sorry about that, I just had another phone call. So I always get interrupted when I actually record something. Right, so we should be at the end of the stage now, and at least we actually jumped in the ring this time. I'm still gutted that I missed it on that one because I bloody wasn't paying attention. I thought I actually jumped in. Right, so what special stage have we got here then? Oh, this one's quite open. Now, with these special stages, you can fail them if you hit the goal obstacles. God, that's really... You've got nowhere to sort of like hang there, if you get what I'm saying. Right, I can see how this one can get a bit annoying. You're flung all over the place here. Okay, don't seem to be doing so bad here. Oh, cool. I usually struggle with that one, but managed to do it. So that's 3 out of 6. So maybe it's not that bad that we missed on that one. Because there's only 6 of them in this game, not 7. Right, and obviously with Act 3 you don't get any special stages at all, so we don't have to worry about rings in this, so we can just like speed through this if we want to. Right. Now is this the one? There's actually a shortcut in this one. I think it's Act 3 because I didn't come across it earlier. Alright. Nothing up. Really? There was nothing there anyway. There's a shield up there, but I don't think we're actually going that way just yet. Oh, I was lucky I grabbed the ring then. So I think we got a Spring Yard Zone next. That level's a lot better than this one. But then we got Labyrinth Zone. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one, isn't it? I actually don't mind Labyrinth Zone really. Like, I think it's overhated in my opinion. Right, I think this is the shortcut. Now, usually you go down this way, but I've always gone this way, and I always thought that was the way to go. Like, I've always gone this way, but then I decided I'm going to go down there, and it was like a completely different route. But that's the way you're supposed to go. But yeah, the shortcut, I always tell you that one. Okay. Now you bats are really annoying. Okay, it took you long enough. Right, this is the tricky bit I used to struggle back in the day. It's just, thankfully I've played this enough times that it's kind of like muscle memory at this point in this game. Right, so another section, or if we got the, whoops, or if we got the boss? Yeah, I think it's the boss now, okay. This one's super easy. I don't know, like the only boss I really find difficult in this one is the Labyrinth Zone, because that's more of a boss chase. But you've got so many obstacles and obviously the fear of drowning. Or risk of drowning, or same difference really. Alright, that's you done, yeah. Although I found Sonic 2's bosses a lot easier, or just as easy. Very nostalgic, this soundtrack. Right, Spring Yard Zone. There we go. One of my favourites. Definitely would say it's my favourite, but I would say Starlight Zone is my favourite in the whole game, because the whole soundtrack and overall vibe of it is pretty cool. Right, so I could do a cool bit of a glitch here. There's a bit of a glitch that I usually, well, nearly always do. So if you get the speed shoes and you launch yourself here, you can literally skip over the platform and skip some sections, but I'm going to take it slow just because I want to collect 50 rings. Because usually I can speedrun this whole level if I want to. Yeah, and with this zone I really love the music in this one. It has a sort of like hip hop vibe to it. But I was always confused what this zone is actually meant to represent, because you've got like a suburban area in the back, but then you've sort of got like mountains and then whatever Sonic's running on. Yeah, it's a bit, I don't know what it's really meant to represent, but it's a pretty cool level either way. And this is kind of like the precursor to Casino Night from Sonic 2, and then Carnival Night. So it's one of those styled levels. Casino Night in Sonic 2 is great though, I love that level. Right. I think it's Carnival Night from Sonic 3 I'm not much of a fan of. Okay, I could go and get an extra life. And we are good to go to the special stage, because I think we're at the end now. There we go. So we might actually get all the emeralds early on, thinking about it.